And next up at UFC Fight Night, Vallejos taking on Emmett. We've got Luan Lacerda taking on Hecher Sosa. Carlos, who you got in this one?
Sosa this one. I feel Sosa's the more well-rounded of the two. He's got more precision and striking. One thing I don't like too much is that he blades his body, and he just needs to be cautious of Lacerda throwing a heavy leg kick or tearing up that lead leg at some point. Um, Other than that, I feel that he has the better wrestling. I think he has good top control. If I had try to keep this one on the feet, I wouldn't want to play that ground game with Lacerda because that would give him a obvious chance to get this done as well in his favor. But I just think to be safe, keep it standing, and I think Sosa could get it done easier that way.
Yeah, two for Sosa here. Training partner of Ilia Topuria, and the striking is decent, but where I think he really wants to do his best work is get into the clinch and kind of take you down, get on top and land ground and pound. You saw that in his Contender Series fight. And to me, Lacerda, not UFC level. I'm not really impressed with this guy. He's supposed to be a jiu-jitsu wizard, and in his previous fight against Simon Oliveira, he wasn't necessarily one and done. I was expecting the fight to hit the mat, and ultimately a guy that's got 10 submission victories to be able to get this one to the ground and find the submission early. It took far too long, in my opinion, for a guy in Oliveira that is arguably one of the worst UFC fighters that was on the roster at the time. I'm pretty sure he's cut since then. And the only real concern here is that, for me, is that if Sosa does decide to get into the clinch and kind of play the jiu-jitsu game with Lacerda off of his back, I do think that's a world or a path to victory that Lacerda could definitely capitalize in. But if this one stays on the feet, I don't think the Muay Thai of Lacerda is going to be a factor here. I think Sosa's forward pressure's good. His boxing's decent enough. Obviously, working with Ilia Topuria on a regular basis definitely pays off. And I do think as well that this is going to come down to the fact that Lacerda, if he's playing jiu-jitsu off of his back, Sosa is a guy that looks to do a lot of damage. He's not playing jiu-jitsu when he's on top, in guard, in half guard. He's looking to beat you up with elbows. He's looking to slam you in the face with punches. And I think that Sosa's a guy that he knows where his bread is buttered. I could see him really just getting this fight to the ground in a dominant position and landing ground and pound. I could see Lacerda just being a guy that wants to get it to the ground because he knows that's his game, but ultimately getting beaten up and ground and pound TKO'd here. So give me Hecher Sosa to get this one done. I do think as well that on the feet, if it plays out that way where there's no grappling involved, I do think that Sosa is also the better striker. So I do think either way, Sosa should get this one done.